Hey everyone, Christina again with the Lori Dow team at Realty One Group Legacy, back with Lori.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well.
So last we spoke, we put in an offer on a townhouse, and my offer was accepted.
Yippee!
Thanks to a great agent. So now that I've chosen a townhouse, I'm under contract. What happens now?
Okay, so now within the next 7 days, you're going to need to decide for sure which lender you're going with.
Okay.
So you're going to make an application with that lender within 7 days, so that process can start rolling.
Okay, so by lender you mean who my mortgage is going to be with?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So you're going to do that.
Then what?
Then we need to schedule inspections. So in our contract, we allowed 12 days to get your inspections done.
Okay.
So we need to schedule them right away, have the inspections done, they'll issue a report, and then we actually have to, in writing, reply to the seller on anything that you would like fixed or given a credit for.
Oh, okay. So let's back up. The inspections, what does that look like? What's that process like? Am I part of it?
Yes.
Are you part of it?
That's a great question. I believe every buyer should come, whether they've bought 3 houses or no houses, they should come to their home inspection. We meet the inspector there, your agent is with you. I'm along for the ride. I don't interfere with the inspection whatsoever. I'm there to support you. And you're gonna listen to the inspector as he inspects the outside of the house and the inside. And typically they start with the outside, top to bottom. They come inside, and typically most inspectors like to go to the basement first and then work up, or some like to start upstairs and end in the basement. So it just depends on the inspector. And they're gonna, as they go along and they're inspecting, they're gonna tell you what they're seeing. So it's a really good opportunity for you to learn about the house. And they'll also explain a little bit about how things work. Like, this is your heater. It's a propane fired heater.
Yeah.
Or, this is an electric hot water heater, just so you know how things work.
Because I don't think I know the difference between any of those things.
So there's a lot of good learning that goes on at the inspection. And then they'll issue a report, and everything they've talked about will be in that report. Once we get that report back, we're going to both read it, and then we're going to schedule a time to sit down either in person or over the phone, and we're going to talk through any issues that came up on the report that we think need to be fixed.
Okay.
So we typically only we mainly focus on things that are defects in the house. Not necessarily a scratch on the wall or something like that, but the defects, the heater's not working or the air conditioner doesn't turn on, things that are not working properly. Those are the things we're going to ask the seller to either fix with a licensed contractor, or you may decide, I'd like to fix that later, and we'll come up with what is a good, credit amount to cover the cost of you doing it after you own the house.
Okay, that makes sense. So, so since I'm buying a townhouse, I have a homeowners association.
That's right.
So what do I need to do with that?
Okay, so some of the things that the inspector inspected might be covered by the homeowners association. We won't know that for sure until we actually get the documents. So in the contract, it states that the seller is responsible to order a copy of those documents from their homeowners association within 15 days of us coming under contract. So you're going to get a big thick stack of documents, which I'll supply to you, and you're going to read through it. And there's a section called Rules and Regulations. You definitely want to read that over. If there's something in there that you just can't live with that are part of the rules and regulations, you can cancel your contract.
Oh, okay, that's good
at that point, and you can exit the contract and get your deposit money back if we're doing things within the timeline of the contract.
Gotcha.
So, yep.
So it's really important to stick to these timelines, it sounds like. And so your team will help me stay on track with everything.
Absolutely. We have a full-time admin who plugs into a calendar all of the dates and lets you know ahead of time, 2 days from now, you'll need to finish your reply to inspection, or 3 days from now, your second deposit is due. And she keeps on track so that nothing falls through the cracks.
Good.
And that's a good thing about working with a team where there's several people looking out for your best interest.
Yeah, that's what I need. So that's great. So thank you for that. All right, so I guess we'll get started and schedule inspections and stick to the timeline.
Stick to the timeline, yep.
So we'll go from there. Thanks.
Right.